You were never supposed to be found. A cheap burner phone. No name, no history, no trace. But then, someone started tracking your signal, and every call you carried, every message you relayed was about to become evidence. You are about to see everything. A $40 phone that took down an entire cartel operation, and by the time it's over, you won't exist anymore. Level 1, Born Disposable. It begins in a fluorescent-lit warehouse outside Shenzhen, China. A conveyor belt hums. Rubber-gloved hands fit your battery casing into place with a soft click. Someone nearby is eating instant noodles.
These noodles are the best.
A radio plays a song no one is listening to. You are a prepaid burner phone. Retail value $42. You feel nothing. Because that's what you were built for. Within a week, you are shrink-wrapped, boxed, and loaded into a shipping container alongside 10,000 versions of yourself. Identical, interchangeable, invisible. The container smells of machine oil and ocean salt. The ship moves west. You don't know it yet, but you are not heading toward a teenager's Christmas gift or a grandmother's first smartphone. You are heading toward the plaza. Level 2, the first transaction. A strip mall in Laredo, Texas. Noon. The sun is a hammer. The parking lot shimmers with heat. A man in a white polo shirt and cheap sunglasses pays cash for a 12-pack of you. He counts the bills slowly. The cashier doesn't look up. No one ever looks up in places like this. The man's name doesn't matter. He has 3 others. He loads you into the trunk of a Chevy Silverado and drives south. His knuckles are pale against the steering wheel. His jaw works a piece of gum with mechanical precision. You cross the border at a checkpoint that waves him through without a second glance. Welcome to Tamaulipas. You change hands twice in the next 4 hours. Once in a parking garage, once in a gas station bathroom where a drop of something dark has dried on the tile and no one has cleaned it. At the end of the journey, you are handed to a man sitting in a plastic lawn chair outside a cinder block house. He turns you over in his fingers, peels off the packaging, activates you, his thumb, your first human contact. You don't choose the path chooses you. Level 3, the operator. The man's name, you will learn, is Rodrigo. He is 23 years old. He has a daughter. Her photo is on his personal phone, a phone he keeps in a separate pocket, never mixing the two worlds. He is a halcon, a lookout, the lowest rung of the organization. His job is to watch a stretch of highway and report anything suspicious. Military convoys, rival vehicles, unmarked trucks. He types in short, clipped messages. Todo tranquilo, all clear. 3 camionetas al norte. 3 trucks heading north. Muévanse, move. You vibrate with every message. You carry intelligence that could save lives or end them. You don't know which. You are not built to know which. What you do know, Rodrigo's hands shake slightly every time he types. Not from cold, not from caffeine, from fear. Always from fear. Level 4, promoted. Rodrigo makes a mistake, not with you, but with his mouth. He tells a cousin something he shouldn't. 3 days later, Rodrigo is gone. No one mentions him again. His lawn chair sits empty outside the cinder block house. You are collected by a woman in her 40s named Latia, the aunt. She runs logistics for the cellula. She has the posture of a schoolteacher and the eyes of someone who has buried things she can't forget. She is meticulous. She wipes you down with an alcohol cloth before every call. She changes your SIM card every 72 hours. She never says names. She never says locations. She speaks in a layered code. Fruit, weather, prices. It sounds to any intercepting ear like a woman calling her market supplier. The mangoes are ready. 40 crates. Deliver before the rain comes. 40 kilograms. Deliver before the federal convoy arrives. You feel the cold logic of this world click into place around you. Nothing is what it sounds like. Everything is what it means. Level 5. The Devil's Bargain. A hotel room in Monterey. 2 in the morning. The curtains are drawn. The air conditioning rattles. A man in a tailored suit sits across a table from another man in a tailored suit. Between them, a glass of tequila, an open briefcase, and you. Latia placed you here 1 hour ago and left without looking back. The man on the left is a comandante in the federal police. The man on the right represents the jefe, the boss whose name is never spoken in full, only whispered in consonants and silence. 1 phone call. That's all this meeting is for. The comandante picks you up, dials, listens. Whatever he hears makes him close his eyes for exactly 3 seconds. Then he nods. The briefcase is pushed across the table. It closes with a sound like a verdict. You feel nothing. That's how you know you're good at this. Outside somewhere, a dog barks at nothing. A bus passes. The city continues being the city, completely unaware of what just happened inside room 412. Level 6, the signal tower. You are now at the center of an invisible architecture. Dozens of calls route through your number. You are a relay point, a hub connecting sicarios, mullahs, and jefes without any single one of them knowing the other's real identities. You understand now why they call it a network. Not because of technology, because like a web, every thread vibrates when something pulls. A rival cartel has crossed into the plaza. There's a word for what happens next. It is not a word spoken in polite company. You carry the order. A voice, calm, almost bored, speaks 7 words into your receiver. 7 words. Somewhere, 2 men get into a truck. You never hear what happens after. You don't need to. Level 7, static. The federales are getting closer. You can tell by how often you change hands now. By the way, voices lower when they use you. By the 2-second pause before anyone speaks. The half-breath of a man checking his surroundings before trusting the air. You are handed to a young sicario named Marco. He is 19. He still has acne along his jaw. He carries you in his front pocket next to a rosary his mother gave him before everything changed. He talks to his mother on his personal phone every Sunday. On you, he receives different kinds of calls. One night, he holds both phones at the same time, one in each hand, staring at the ceiling of a safe house. His chest rises and falls, rises and falls. He doesn't make either call. Level 8, the point of no return. A convoy is ambushed on a mountain road in Sonora. 3 trucks, a moonless night, the smell of pine and something burning. You are in the jacket pocket of a man coordinating the operation from a ridge a kilometer away. He speaks quietly and constantly, his voice a low metronome counting down to something irreversible. Below, headlights. Then, nothing. Then static. The man on the ridge removes you from his pocket, stares at your screen. The last message received glows blue in the darkness. Está hecho. It's done. He presses delete. 30 years of federal investigations. Hundreds of intercepted communications. Dozens of lives. Deleted in 4 seconds. That is the weight you carry. That is the weight no one will ever see. Level 9. The ghosts in the signal. The DEA has been building a case for 11 months. They have call logs, tower pings, metadata trails that wind through 6 states and 4 countries. They have everything, except you. You are in a car heading toward the Texas border, taped beneath the passenger seat with electrical tape, your battery removed, your SIM cracked in half and scattered across 2 trash cans 40 miles apart. You are, for all practical purposes, dead. But ghosts leave impressions, and somewhere in a federal database, your ghost is singing. Level 10. Evidence Bag 7, Charlie. A federal building. Fluorescent lights. The smell of burnt coffee and recycled air. You are placed inside a clear plastic evidence bag by hands wearing latex gloves. A label is printed, a barcode is applied. You are now Exhibit A, the case it took to get you here. 4 years, 2 undercover agents, 1 informant who no longer exists under his real name, and a wire transfer trail spanning 3 continents. The man they arrested because of your call logs is 51 years old. He has a ranch in Jalisco, 3 children, a legitimate business importing agricultural equipment. He sits in a courtroom and does not look at you. You are just a phone. You are $42. You are everything. Final reflection. They will destroy you after the trial. Circuit boards shredded, casing melted, everything you witnessed reduced to slag. But here is what they cannot melt: the deals you carried, the orders you relayed, the lives that turned on 7 words spoken through your receiver at 2 in the morning. You were disposable. You were designed to be forgotten. And yet, you saw it all. From a factory floor in Shenzhen to a federal evidence locker. From $42 to a 40-year sentence. You never chose a side. You never had to. You were the wire between the world and its darkest self. And the wire, in the end, always carries the current.